We had one but not two summits on refugees and migrants. The first one organised by the United Nations to try and bring the world together to recommit to taking in more refugees and respecting their rights and encouraging countries that have resisted taking in refugees to do more. And before that, Premier Li Keqiang during that time pledged an extra $100 million on top of already received pledges to help refugees and migrants. And then there was the second summit brought together by the President of the United States, US President Barack Obama, where a leadership summit where world leaders were asked to make pledges as well. And at that one, Premier Li Keqiang said that they, through the South-South mechanism, which will help southern countries like South Sudan and others, pledged $50 million increments up to about $200 million. So the total pledge was about $300 million by China. And considering the US had asked for a total of about $3 billion, that's about 10% of the total. Now, onto the Sustainable Development Goals. That is actually the theme of the UN General Assembly this year. Remember, they were adopted last year, a 15-year plan to rise all economies together more equitably and also strive for a greener and more inclusive planet at the same time. And Premier Li Keqiang told the General Assembly world leaders in his speech in the last 24 hours that China had already started implementing its agenda.
China is among the first countries to submit its own plan to implement the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. The foundation of sustainable development is development itself. Sustainability has no meaning without development. Many problems around the world are caused by the lack of development, including poverty, the refugee crisis, wars and conflicts, as well as terrorism. We need to find the root causes of these problems and solve them through development.